Good morning. Welcome to Hardin County Commissioners Court. Today is July 2nd, 2019. It is 10 a.m. All members of the court are present and we have a quorum. So at this time, this meeting is called to order. If everyone will please rise for the invocation by Commissioner Pell, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Our dear Father, we thank you for being blessed to this life. Thank you for all the good things you do for us. Pray that you be with us as we conduct the business of this county. Pray that you give us the guidance and the wisdom we need. Pray that you be with our nation, that you would continue to bless it. Thank you for this remodel courtroom. Forgive us for our sins. Amen.
Amen. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner. You're welcome. Item number 3, approve minutes of the June 18, 2019 regular meeting as presented by Mrs. Linda Austin.
So moved.
Today we have Mrs. Connie Beckman sitting in for Mrs. Austin. Have a motion by Commissioner Roberts and a second by Commissioner Cooper. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 4, cancel all registered claims from the June 18, 2019 regular meeting as requested and approval of the cash statement as presented by Ms. Deborah McWilliams. Let me lower that for you, Deb.
You just want to show off.
Is that better?
That's better.
I told him not to say
I
that.
bet
just
that was
do it.
planned.
That's doesn't plan that for us.
Oh, okay.
Mrs. McWilliams, the county treasurer. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm asking the court to release me of the liability of $1,550,257.28. On the cash report, in general checking, we have $23,000 at Wells Fargo. We have $23,704. In general checking at Compass, $1,802,521.58. In Tex Pool, $11,786,805.43, for a total cash funds of $13,613,031.01. We have just a little bit of money at Wells Fargo. I'm gonna be going this week to get it out of there. Our general checking account had to be the last account to close, so we're almost finished in Wells.
Just because I haven't asked you before, is the payroll account finally settled? at Wells
Almost.
Fargo?
Almost.
All the checks that needed to be cleared, have those been cleared?
Almost.
Okay.
And I did discuss with that person this morning, we're on a really hard timeline to get that done.
Okay, thank you very much.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Cooper and a second by Commissioner Kirkendall. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Ms. McWilliams.
Thank you.
Item number 5, authorization to pay county bills as presented by Angela Gore, County Auditor. Good morning, Ms. Gore.
Good morning. The expenditures on June the 19th are $149,927.04. Expenditures on June the 21st were $12,250. Expenditures on June the 27th and 28th were $5,237.30. Expenditures for Commissioners Court today are $150,434.19. A list of additional bills is provided in the amount of $349,916.57. The total expenditures and transfers are $667,765.10. The gross payroll for July the 3rd is $467,273.41, and the total transfers for that payroll is $569,243.92.
Move we pay the bills.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Pelt and a second by Commissioner Roberts. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 6, introduction of newly hired personnel by the department head. I'm going to start with the health department. Ms. Whitley, good morning. I think you have a couple of people to introduce, is that right?
Yes, I do.
So you want to bring them up?
Sure.
Let's meet them.
Well, we have Gay Gibson. She's the new immunization clerk.
Good morning. Welcome to Hardin County.
Leah Leet. She's our epi nurse.
Good morning.
Elizabeth Smith, she's our PHEP staff member, and both Elizabeth and Aaliyah are housed in Orange County to assist us with the Orange County grant that we have.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Good morning.
Shallow Ballon Creech and Caroline Smith. Shallow works with Regina with the restaurants and the food establishments, and Caroline works with the immunization department. And both Caroline and Shallow were our intern students, and we were fortunate enough to hire them on when we received additional funding
From the state.
from the state.
Yes, ma'am.
But this is a grant. Everybody that's hired is a grant that we received from the state.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Welcome all of you to Hardin County. Next we have Ms. Cook, tax assessor collector, has a new person to introduce. Good morning, Ms. Cook.
Good morning. I actually have two new deputy clerks. I have Josie Cordova.
Good morning.
We were blessed to get Josie from Jasper County Tax Office, so she's marrying a Hardin County young man, so moving to Hardin County.
Great.
We're glad she's here. She's doing a great job. And we have Jennifer Bolton, who recently moved to Hardin County from the Houston area, and longtime Silsby family, so we're glad that she's with us. She's also doing a great job. Glad to have them both.
Welcome
Thank
both
you.
of you. And then, Ms. Beckton, are you going to introduce the new employee with the county clerk's office?
Yes, sir. That, Angie, you wanna stand up?
You just muted it. That mutes it. Yes, now it's unmuted.
That's Angie Dunham, and she's with the county clerk's office, and she's doing a great job.
Good morning. Welcome to Hardin County. Next is item number 7, special recognition of personnel by the department head for meeting years of service milestones as follows, starting with Sergeant Anthony Flower with the Sheriff's Office. Sheriff?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Anthony, or Tony, as he's affectionately called, for 20 years service for the Sheriff's Office, serves in a variety of duties. Currently is in the Criminal Investigation Division side as an investigator, handles felony investigation crimes. Tony, thanks for many, many years, and hopefully there's many more to come. Absolutely. Thank you. All right.
Next, Kevin Cummings is going to recognize Beverly Segrist with the Adult Probation Department.
Thank you. Beverly also has been with us for 20 years. I have to say this, she is just as dedicated today as she was the first day she started. I appreciate all of her hard work.
And then we have Carl Wayne Hardy with Road and Bridge 1, who's being recognized today for 10 years of service. Mr. Hardy couldn't be here today, but I'm sure Commissioner Cooper has a few words he'd like to say.
Yes, I will present this certificate to Carl at the office. He had an emergency, had to take his son to the emergency room today, so a jam-up operator and does the county a good job. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Commissioner. Item number 8, consider acceptance of the Emergency Services District Number 1 audited financial statements for the year ending September 30th, 2018. Mrs. Gore, have you had an opportunity to review this financial statement?
I have. Yes,
Everything's in order?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Have a motion by Commissioner Kirkendall and a second by Commissioner Pell. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 9, discussion and possible action regarding a refund exceeding the $500 limit, account number 34807 for the tax year 2017. We have a memo that was submitted to us from Ms. Cook regarding this refund.
So moved.
Second. Have a motion by Commissioner Cooper and a second by Commissioner Kirkendall. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Ms. Cook. Item number 10, discuss and consider approval of the fiscal year 2019 budget amendment as necessary to implement the Hardin County Citizens Collection Center as previously approved in Commissioners Court on May the 7th, 2019.
Move to approve. Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Kirkendall and a second by Commissioner Cooper to approve the budget amendment. This is just for fiscal year 2019. And we are waiting on a permit from TCEQ, but the commissioner does have the site ready to go, and as soon as we receive that permit, we'll announce an opening date. The latest information we have from the TCEQ is that they have 90 days to approve that permit, but they are going to expedite it, or have told the commissioner they're going to expedite that for us, so I'm hoping that we have that done sometime this month.
Any of the other commissioners that hadn't been out, we got the site completed, they done a good job, so feel free to go out and take a look at that, and, we're ready to get started.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any other discussion?
Would you like to read the budget amount?
Sure.
Would you like me to read it?
Sure.
Since
You
I
want
haven't-
just the total revenue and the total expense.
We are amending the revenue in the amount of $16,628, and the offset of those would be salaries, outside services, utilities, and miscellaneous in the amount of $16,628.
Thank you, Ms. Gordon. That creates a new department. That's 010-518.
That is correct.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 11, discussion and possible action to approve proposed projects utilizing funds allocated by the Texas General Land Office for Hurricane Harvey CDBG-DR 4332 disaster recovery. Amanda Young, floodplain administrator. Before Ms. Young begins, I just want to correct this line item. This is should just be a discussion only, not a discussion and action. And Ms. Young is here today to report about the discussion that was had during the public hearing, which was held on June the 25th. Ms. Young?
Hardin County has received a funding allocation from the Texas General Land Office as outlined in the Southeast Texas Regional Planning Commission method of distribution to be used for disaster recovery projects defined as eligible activities in the GLO State Action Plan for Hurricane Harvey disaster recovery. Both of these can be viewed at www.recovery.texas.gov, and we will also have those posted on the website. Federal funding source is the U.S. Department of Housing Community Development Block Grant for Disaster Recovery. The state administrators are Texas General Land Office and the Division of Community Development and Revitalization. The amount of funding that we've been allocated is $8,583,167.11 for infrastructure and $3,388,238.56 for acquisition, for a total of $11,971,405.67. The eligible activities are fire protection facilities and equipment, flood control repair and improvements, demolition, rehabilitation of publicly or privately owned commercial or industrial buildings, road or street improvements, neighborhood facility or community senior center, shelters, debris removal, water system improvements, wastewater improvements, gas system improvements, economic development, public services, acquisition and buyouts, or match for other federal programs. These eligible activities must meet at least one of the national objectives, which is principally benefit low to moderate income households, aid in prevention or elimination of slums or blight, satisfy an urgent need to health and safety of residents of the community. 70% of these funds have to be used for low to moderate income households or census blocks. We can do drainage projects and things like that in low to moderate income census blocks. Eligible activities must also include a description of damage or impact from Hurricane Harvey, affirmatively further fair housing standards, take into consideration the community's long-term planning objectives. Public comments may be submitted by mail to Hardin County, attention of the Floodplain Office, or CDBG DR 4332, to 300 West Monroe Street, Kuntz, Texas 77625, or we have set up an email address at cdbg4332@co.hardin.tx.us. Assistance for submitting these comments for the sight or hearing impaired or other special needs can be requested by contacting the county at my office, 409-246-5251, and the deadline for these comments has been extended to July the 30th, 2019 at 5:00 p.m.
Thank you, Ms. Young. And I just want to state that at our public hearing on June the 25th, we did not have a quorum for that meeting. Asked Amanda to reach out to find out if that was going to be an issue for our public hearing, and we've done that through Shanna Burke at the Planning Commission. Shanna's reached out to 3 or 4 different people at the GLO and HUD and has not received an answer. So I've decided to go ahead and set a public hearing if everyone's available at our regular meeting on July the 30th. We can come in 30 minutes early at 9:30 a.m. and have that public hearing. Is everybody available for that? 9:30. Yes, 9:30 a.m. on July the 30th. We'll have a second public hearing, and everybody's saying yes to that. We'll go ahead and set that, and we'll have a quorum for that, and make sure that, just to make sure we don't have an issue, because we are running up to the deadline on applying for that CDBG DR funding. And then, of course, public can come and make comments at that meeting. They can also send comments in writing by email or mail at the address and email address that Ms. Young gave anytime between now and July the 30th at 5 p.m. Any other comments or questions regarding that?
Yes, Judge. When she was going through the stipulations on 70% of the funds are allocated for low or moderate income households.
Yes, sir.
The households that were affected primarily, do they fall into that category?
They do not. I think there's only 3 census tracts in Hardin County. There's 4 census tracts in Hardin County that fit the criteria for low to moderate income. So 70% of that money will have to be spent improving those areas, and mostly that's going to be drainage. There's also another project that we talked about during the hearing, and that's communications equipment for law enforcement. May also fit into that. We're still checking into that, but that may be another project. That
We have enough that was affected to use this money though. That would
Well, that's the
qualify.
problem. We have enough people that was affected to use the money. They don't live in the low to moderate
Right,
income census
but
tracts.
we have areas that can be.
But we
this
can
money
benefit
can
them,
be-
yes, sir.
All right.
We feel like we can. We're still working on that. And Amanda can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're good.
Okay. Thank you. Anything else? All right, so we will get that set, and Misty, if you don't mind, will you run that in the legal notice in the Sylvia B, please? Thank you very much. Item number 12, permission to solicit bids for overlaying approximately 1,370 feet on Pine Knot Lane located in Precinct 2. This is a request made by Commissioner Kirkendall.
So moved.
Have a motion by Commissioner Pelt and a second by Commissioner Cooper. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 13, permission to solicit bids for overlaying approximately 4/10 of a mile on Murray Jordan Road, 9/10 of a mile on Gusher Road, and 9/10 of a mile on Crestwood Drive, all located in Precinct 3. This is a request made by Commissioner Pelt.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Roberts and a second by Commissioner Kirkendall. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 4, set workshops to discuss preparation of the fiscal year 2020 Hardin County budget. I've already asked all of you if you're available for July the 8th at 1:30 p.m. So Laura has made a draft agenda for that, and the budget proposals that have been submitted that will be used at that workshop are attached, and we'll go ahead and pass those out to you. This is just a draft. We will get the final agenda posted hopefully later today or by the end of this week for sure. And there are 2 departments that you're missing their budget proposal. One of them is mine, and the other one is the district attorney's office. The district attorney should have theirs to us sometime this week, and as soon as I get that, I'll email that out to you. On mine, I'm going to make one request to reclassify an employee, and I'll get that information ready for you by Monday as well.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. The other budget workshop, there were 2 people not available on Monday, July the 8th, so we'll hold that other budget workshop at our next meeting, July the 16th. That's going to be the Mrs. Cook, the tax office, and somebody else, Health Department, Ms. Whitley. So they'll both be here at the end of that meeting on July the 16th for that budget workshop. Item number 15, discussion only of any item that's not on the agenda. And the only item that I wanted to bring about was the new courtroom. I hope everybody's happy with that. If anybody sees anything that needs to be fixed, please let me know and we'll get on that. But I will say that the project came in on time, because I told them it had to be finished so we could have court in here today, and they were in here this morning finishing up some loose ends, and came in under budget. So I will have all of the figures ready once all the billing is in. I'm hoping to have that by the next meeting, and when we do, I'll everybody exactly what the cost was for everything that we did in here, and we'll do a budget amendment to take care of those costs. Kevin, you got anything you want to say about that?
No, sir.
Kevin's gonna help us with the cost. He hasn't committed to an amount
Want
yet,
that stricken from the record?
but he's gonna give us some help. We thank him for it now, and we'll thank him for it then too. We appreciate you, Kevin.
80%?
He said a bad word when I said 50%. We have item number 16, which was added after the original agenda. So this is an amended agenda to add item number 16, which is consider and possibly approve purchase of new election equipment, including digital ballot scanners, poll pads, and all related apparatus and accessories. If approved, this purchase will be completed utilizing a cooperative purchasing program. This had to be done today because the vendor had extended a pretty decent discount to us for the election equipment. That discount ended at the end of June. Where's Ms. Freeman? I saw her come in. There she is. Ms. Freeman worked with the vendor and asked him to please extend it to today so that we could take action on this today, or at least have the opportunity to do so and take advantage of that discount, and they agreed to do so. So when I tried to wait and put it on the next agenda, she called and said, no, it's got to be today or we're going to lose that discount. So if everybody will notice, I think you'll remember at our last workshop with the parties regarding consolidation, we received written recommendation from both party chairs that we not consolidate any precincts. I'll tell you, there has been some talk since then. I see Mr. Woodall's here and Ms. Perez just walked in, that they may be willing to consolidate a few of the precincts in the large cities. Just for instance, I vote in Lumberton, and so there's 4 voting places in Lumberton, and if we were to consolidate that down to 2, people would not have to drive that far to go to another location. And so that has been some talk, but I don't think there's been a decision made. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So today, we would need to buy enough equipment for 19 places. And if we're gonna do that, or if we're going to take action on that, which is not on the agenda to take action, but we can put it on the next one. But if the consensus today is that we're gonna look at doing some consolidation, we could cut down the number of voting machines. The digital ballot scanners are $6,100 a piece, so if we were to consolidate some of the voting locations in Lumberton, Silsbee, and Coons, we could knock some of that price off if we so chose to do so. But you will notice that there's a special discount overall. I'll just read this out. The subtotal for all of the digital ballot scanners, poll pads, which I believe there are 25 poll pads, that will give us enough for 2 at some of the larger voting locations. And then all the other equipment that goes with it, that total cost is $321,357. There's $2,525 in shipping, which brings the total to $323,882. Then they've given a special discount to $25,128, which brings the grand total to a total of $298,754. And this is included in everyone's packet, so you see exactly what all of the equipment is. There's also an amount in here for training and the annual support fees. And that's something else we have not had in the past. There's nearly $10,000 in annual support fees that we'll have to budget for, just to keep everybody, keep that in everybody's mind that we will have that going forward. That's something we have not had in the past, to my knowledge. Is that correct? We haven't paid any support fees for the equipment we have now. And just as a reminder to everybody that's here, the equipment we have now was bought under a grant, and there are no grants available to buy voting machines. Now, there's also a, I don't think it's included, but Alyssa, if you'll just correct me if I'm wrong, but they've also offered to finance this for us over a 4-year period at 0% interest, and I believe the annual note would be around $80,000 a year. Is that correct? Is it?
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, must not be.
Here you go, buddy.
Thank you.
I would move to approve as presented.
Second. Have a motion by Commissioner Kirkendall and a second by Commissioner Cooper to approve the purchase of the voting machines. This will be through a cooperative purchasing program from Hardin Intercivic as quoted to us. Is that correct? Any other discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. I just want to say to Ms. Perez, Mr. Woodall, the 25 poll pads is, I think that Mrs. Austin spoke to, at least she spoke to Kent and Ms. Breckle, and I think that was agreed upon, but once we have an election. If that's not enough, I think the court's committed to, if we need to buy some more, we'll do that. And don't remember the cost of each of the pole pads, do you? Aren't they around 1,100 apiece? How much? 5,000 apiece? So if we needed some more, say 2 or 3 or 4 more, we're committed to doing that if we need to. But I think that what we're proposing to purchase today and have agreed to purchase here in just a minute, once we vote on it, or did we already vote on it? We've already voted on it. We've agreed to purchase enough, I think, for all of the locations. If we need to buy more later, you'll let us know and we'll take that up. All right, thank y'all. I think that's all we have. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to bring up?
I do.
Commissioner Kirkendall.
If Regina could help me, I want to wish the judge happy birthday. And since Regina can sing, will you lead us and sing happy birthday?
Everybody's gonna join in, ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Judge. Happy birthday to you.
So the element of surprise.
Thank y'all. Appreciate that. 40 years old today.
Yeah.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Cooper and a second by Commissioner Kirkendall. All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank y'all.
July the 16th, what time is that meeting?
It'll be at the very end.